If you have been following this new series, you will notice that we have gone through different tutorial videos. We went through teaching you how to set up your account with Nuru, and then we went through um, giving information how to be familiar with the Nuru interface. So we walked through all the different tabs and all the different buttons that is on the screen. Today, we're just going to go into detail with trade. So, trade on the screen, if you look on the screen, you see a button right near wallet right here called trade. So, if you want to trade, to swap tokens, to buy or sell tokens, this is the button you want to click to be able to trade. So, I'm going to click on trade, and what it does is it opens the trading platform, which is Jollof Swap. Jollof Swap is the trading platform. So I'm going to show you how to log in to Jollof Swap. If you come here the first time, you will notice that there will be a button that says Connect Wallet. And this Connect Wallet button is something that you have to click to connect your Nuru directly to Jollof Swap. So I'm going to do that. I will click on Connect Wallet. It's two places, either up here or at the bottom here, as you can see. So let's do it. Let's click on Connect Wallet. When I do click on Connect Wallet, I see that you have this information asking me if I want to connect Nuru Wallet directly. So I say yes, connect Nuru, and boom, it's connected. How do I know it's connected? When I look up here where I had a Connect Wallet, right up here, I can see that I see apx.aki. This is my username that I created. So that means that this user from my Nuru wallet is not connected to this Jollof Swap platform. That's all we need to do to get started trading on Jollof Swap. So how do you trade on a decentralized exchange by swapping token? It's pretty much straightforward. You sell one digital asset for another digital asset. You give your digital asset, and then you take another digital assets. Every digital asset have different price value, or I would say US dollars of value to them. So if you have, for example, one USDC, which is a stable coin, it can get you approximately, I think, about 1,300 or 400 IKE, which is the digital asset for the Alkebuleum blockchain at this time of this video. So you can imagine that you can also have different digital assets out here that have different price values, and you can exchange them for other forms of digital assets. So in order for a person who just come on this platform the first time to be able to acquire digital assets from Jollof Swap, and just to let you know, Jollof Swap is the African decentralized exchange. So it's supposed to have most of their digital assets around the continent, tokenized real world assets around the continent supposed to be on this platform. So this is where you will find the best digital assets from the continent in the diaspora. So that's Jollof Swap. And if you have your own digital asset you want to trade, this is a platform you want to make sure you deploy your digital assets to, because everybody's going to come here to buy some of that. Now, let's get back to the trading. So let's say, for instance, I want to get some IKE, right? I'm just going to use my dollar, which you see up there, USD, to buy IKE, right? But right above the USD, you see up there, it shows the actual balance of my USD. I only have a $9, but if you're new, you won't have any money, you won't have any dollar in here, you have $0. So $0 means you you need to add some dollars before you can be able to proceed to trade and buy any digital asset. Right now, I'm lucky to have $9, 9.05, right above where you see there the USD sign is. You can see my $9 at the bottom right here. Now, what if I want to buy $10 worth of Aki, right? Or let's assume that I do not have any dollar. Now you will see, if that's the case, you see at the bottom of the screen, the button here says insufficient balance, meaning that I only have $9 and I'm trying to buy $10 worth of Iki digital asset. So in this case, I would need to add dollars to my account. But since this is a decentralized exchange, Swap do not actually receive a US dollar fiat currency directly. So it only receives USDC or other forms of stablecoin. So a user typically will get a USDC before trading or buying anything on Swap. So how do you do that? Now that you notice you only have 10 USDC here, what you want to do is you want to click on deposit at the bottom of the screen here, so you can add money from your credit card, debit card, or your bank, and that money will be transformed into something called stablecoin. And when that money is in the form of stablecoin, which is USDC or USDT or some other stablecoin, now it will be ready to be able to trade here. So that's their prerequisite. Deposit your cash, your fiat currency into stablecoin, and then it will be tradable here. So how do you do that? You click on deposit if you need more dollars or stablecoin, and then you click on sign. This is you approving to say, okay, yeah, I'm approving this action, right? Now when you do that, what will happen is it will take you to a Coinbase platform. Coinbase is the third-party platform that's supposed to help users in Swap to be able to buy fiat currency and transform it to USDC or any stablecoin. So Coinbase will take your credit card, your debit card, or any other form of device that you have that you have your US dollar on, and then it will take that amount and then it will transform it into something called stablecoin for you, and then it will help you. It will send that to your address, and so long as on your address, you can now trade easily on Swap. And then when you're done, you'll come back here, and when you get back here, now you will see your balance will increase because the deposit you already made will show up right here, and you'll see more than $10 depending on how much you put in there, right? So that's the process of which you can be able to buy USDC using your dollar. Now when you already have USDC, it's going to show up here as USD or MA or any other kind of digital asset stable value coin. Now what you want to do now is to do the actual swapping between Iki and USDC. So you want to trade your US dollar. Let's say you want to trade $1 US for Iki. So $1 US currently will give you about 101,290 Iki plus change. So this is how you buy it. You put the value you want to trade it for, and then you click on the button called swap. So you're going to swap it. You're going to send this Iki to your account. When I click on it, it's asking me to approve the transaction, and all this approval is being done through Nuru because my Nuru account is connected. So I'm going to click on approve, and then it's asking me to approve again. I'm just going to wait for it. It's going to take a while because it's breaching. It already done breaching the coin. Take a little bit of time to complete that process. Okay, another approval. Done. So, well, it's so clear enough, so simple, right? So you can see it a couple of things. It just showed the steps in which it was taking to be able to buy the coin, right? So it took $1 and it used the dollar to buy 1,290 Iki. You know, it requires our signature for the breach. It requires another signature for the Alkebuleum blockchain, and then the final one was the actual swap. So after that, you can see that our US dollar balance have dropped from $9 to $8 because we just used $1, and then our Iki balance increased. Previously it was 1,178. Now it's 2,469. So that's, I click on the cancel. That's how simple it is to buy a coin, you know. And if you want to sell your Iki, let's say you want to sell Iki for another coin, like maybe Ma, same thing. You can just click on this button in the middle here that have the up and down, like this swap button right here, or switch button. Right, when you click on switch button, it's gonna switch between Iki and Ma. That means that you want to sell your Iki and get this other coin called Ma, which is a stable value coin too. Like it also stable close to like USDC or other coin, stable value coin. So pretty much, but Ma itself is not a stable coin like USDC. It just have a stable value, but it's not backed by any US dollar. So now you can, if you want to swap to Ma, you can just put the amount of Iki you want to sell. So if I want to sell 100 Iki, and then I have 6 Ma, I'm going to receive 6 Ma in return for 100 Iki, and then no problem, I'm just going to click on swap, and I want to see, I'm going to get some Ma in my account now. Approve. There you go. So we got, this was so fast. So we use 100 Iki to get some Ma. So right now our Ma account have increased, and our Iki account reduced a little bit. So this is how simple it is to do swapping to buy coin. This offer this tutorial just to show you how to swap, and how if you have a lower US dollar balance or Ma balance, you want to get some additional US dollar coin by clicking on the deposit button, and then you buy through Coinbase platform, and then you come back, and then you can be able to do your trading here. We will do more video on this to simplify more. If there's anything you don't understand, just drop a comment or let us know about it, and we'll create better videos for this. Thank you.